Hello again. Oh man, this is a little awkward. It shouldn't be awkward, but it is a little awkward because I did take about 35 days off. But, I'm going to get into why I did that. So, what's going on, guys? It is your boy Tyler-kun Williams on this channel. And yeah, this is my first video since September 30th of last month. Well, September 30th would have been 2 months ago, but October 1st, September 30th, same difference. Point being, I've been gone for a month. I took some time off. Now I'm back. So I just want to take this period of time to tell you guys what's been going on, what is currently going on right now, because there's stuff going on right now, and what is to come in the future. So, I don't plan on editing this video a lot. It might be a bit jumpy. Please bear with me. Well, the last video I posted was an episode of the Chill Spell Podcast, episode 68. I made a community post saying that I was taking time off. At first, I just took time off and didn't say anything, but then I made the community post. I made some cryptic tweets. I blacked on my Twitter, all that kind of stuff. And I've been active on Twitter. You guys, if you follow me on TikTok, I've been active on TikTok the entire time. I just haven't posted anything to YouTube. I haven't made any podcasts, and I haven't streamed on Twitch at all. So those are really the only three platforms I haven't been using. I've been using really everything else since then. And it's really been out of convenience. Twitter, it's just really making text. Like, that doesn't really take any effort. I did take some time off from Twitter for about a week, but then I came back because it's like, that's fine. I can do Twitter. TikTok, I was still doing because I honestly and truly, the burnout that I was having wasn't through TikTok at all. So I didn't really feel a need to stop doing TikTok. And actually, I still have a lot of fun doing TikTok, which I'm going to get into a bit later. So I took time off from certain platforms. And the reason why I took time off, it's really two reasons. But the main reason is burnout. I've been doing YouTube, technically been doing YouTube for 10 years. I started my journey on YouTube in May of 2011, back when I was in like my freshman year of high school. I started off doing just random videos. I remember doing the cinnamon challenge. I remember doing a video where I was talking about my parents. Like, it was just random shit, man. I was in high school. But then I slowly progressed into doing gaming videos while I was still in high school, because back in 2011, YouTube was on the uprise. There was Smosh. There was Dashy Games was new. There was a lot of, like, Tobuscus was booming. PewDiePie was on a slow rise. Like, one of my favorite content creators, Black Hokage, he was Modern War Negro at the time. So, like, YouTube at the time was becoming what it is today. And it was very influential on me at the time. And when I was younger, I don't want to say I was depressed when I was younger, because I was definitely happier then than I am now. But I definitely felt like there were times where I felt lonely or misunderstood. And I felt like YouTube was that escape for me. And ever since I was younger, I felt like I kind of wanted to give back to, in a way, to the creators that really helped me get through those times, especially even now. When I might have been feeling depressed or wanted to be entertained in some way, I kind of wanted to give back and be that for somebody else. And that's always been the goal, the mission for me on this platform, is to give back and to be that escape for somebody who might need it. So that was YouTube for me when I was younger, into, my adult years. So I wanted to do that even when I was younger. So I was making random videos. Then I started making gaming videos, which were just so bad. But I was making gaming videos. And then I slowly but surely crept into wrestling. I didn't really start making wrestling videos until 2015. And that was really more so sporadic because I was doing other stuff. But I would make a review here, a review there. It was nothing. I was just doing wrestling videos, just do fucking wrestling videos. I didn't have a fan base to watch me or nothing. I was just fucking doing wrestling videos. Then around 2016, I did a live stream, a Royal Rumble live stream that did 15,000 live viewers. And I garnered a lot of subscribers from that alone. And that was on a completely different channel. But no, I was actually on this channel. Right? On this channel? I think that was on a different channel. It was either on this channel or a different channel. The point being, 15,000 people live. And in that moment, I realized, wow, people care about my wrestling opinion, I guess, even though technically it wasn't just my wrestling opinion. There was other stuff going on as to why I got 50,000, but I'm not going to talk about it here. But people actually care. So maybe maybe there's something with me talking about wrestling that I should pursue. And from there on, I talked about wrestling on my YouTube channel. I had two. There was the AWC Vault channel and this channel that I had coincided to talk about wrestling. And that became the brand. I was Tyler Williams at the time. From 2015 onward, really 2012 is when I created this channel. So I was Tyler Williams. In 2018, there was, and I don't really get too deep into it again and, you know, open that can of worms up. But there was an incident where I made a video that went pretty popular, that a bigger content creator basically stole my entire idea down to a T and half-ass credited me. And it pissed me off. I emailed them, and it was definitely not a professional email I made, but I emailed them saying I basically demanding I get credit. And they didn't, but they opened my eyes to the fact that my name was not very searchable. My name was Tyler Williams. There are so many other Tyler Williams in the world. So I said, okay, maybe it is time I change my name up a bit. But I didn't necessarily want to completely get rid of the name Tyler Williams because that's just who I am. So I added the word Kun to my name, Kun, which is an honorific for the term boy in Japanese. So I added Tyler-kun Williams, and that's where Tyler-kun Williams was born in 2018. Late 2018, early 2019. That's when Tyler-kun Williams was born. And ever since then, that's who I've been. I've been Tyler-kun Williams, the wrestling content creator. For a good portion of my time as Tyler-kun Williams, I was the New Japan Pro Wrestling guy. I think a lot of you even came to this channel because I talked about New Japan Pro Wrestling. The day I'm recording this is November 5th. Today's actually the 4-year anniversary of the exact moment when I got invested in New Japan Pro Wrestling. And that is when Chris Jericho showed up at NJPW Power Struggle on a Titantron, challenging Kenny Omega to a match at Wrestle Kingdom 12. That was the exact day I got all of my investment in New Japan Pro Wrestling because of Chris Jericho and Kenny Omega. So actually kind of poetic, this is the day I recorded this video. But I became the New Japan guy because I reviewed every New Japan show and did live streams for a lot of New Japan shows. And you guys know how that story ended. TBS Asahi and all that bullshit. I stopped talking about New Japan. AEW came up in 2019. And I've been covering AEW since January 1st, 2019. And I don't think people in the wrestling community know me as the AEW guy. I don't think so. I think more people know me as the Stardom guy than AEW guy. But I started covering AEW. Late 2019, I got into Stardom. I started covering Stardom. I started talking about other wrestling promotions here and there. It became a wrestling channel, basically. 2020, summer 2020, was the time where this channel was on an uprise. Like, I was just, it was going up. I was getting a lot of subscribers. I was getting a lot of viewers through New Japan, through AEW. I was reaching a stride where I feel like if my channel never got deleted, I would be at such a higher point right now. But July 31st, 2020 happened, and my channel got hit like that with 15 copyright strikes from TBS Asahi, and it was put in pending deletion for really from July to December. My channel was just screwed. I was fighting, emailing TBS Asahi and YouTube each and every single day. It was one of the worst times of my life. Was last year, summer to the winter, like doing those emails and being in this looming period of not being able to do what I love really stifled my love for YouTube, and it still lingers to this day. I feel like a lot of my love and passion for YouTube was stifled on July 31st, 2020, and I haven't really truly 100% recovered from that. There is some trauma there, not gonna lie. From that moment, I really was questioning, like, do I really still want to do this? Like, do I want this that badly? And the answer was yes. So I kept fighting and fighting and fighting, and eventually in December 3rd, 2020, I got my channel back. All the strikes were wiped clean. We entered January 2021. You know, I was creating content as much as I can, and my channel was in the stagnant period. Like, I felt like I wasn't really going anywhere, but I was still creating content because I wanted to get back to the point where I was, because that was really the ultimate goal, get back to where I was. I didn't really start getting that same traction of where I originally was until summer of 2021, where I would say July is when my channel started to get up there a little bit. Not the same level of growth, but it started to finally see growth again. And it felt good. But then once August rolled around, I was still making content. September rolled around, I was still making content. But then something hit me in September. And I don't know what hit me, but I just realized that creating this type of content is not really that fun anymore. And it hasn't been directly fun for a while. Like, I just felt like I was creating this content because this is really all I don't want to say all I know, because I know way more than just creating wrestling content, but this is all I've been doing. And this is what my audience expects from me. So this is what I am supposed to do. If I create more of this content, I'll get back to where I am. I kept on telling myself that story. Like, if I keep creating this content, I'll get back to where I am soon enough. And I was just in that looming pit. And I just got to the point where it's like, I feel like this is becoming pointless, because not only am I not growing the way I want to, but I'm not even happy with what I'm doing right now. Like, I'm not happy making this content. And I felt like a lot of that showed in my videos. I put in a lot less effort. I mean, I'll be the first to say, I mean, you guys could be the judge of that, but I felt like in the latter half of some of my videos after TBSI, I put in a lot less effort. Like, I was just not trying as hard as I know I could, and I was just mainly trying to put content out just to put content out. I was doing reviews just because shows were happening, not because I genuinely wanted to watch some of these shows or because I loved some of these shows, but because I felt compelled to do these reviews. I felt compelled to do live reactions to these shows. Not that I wanted to in some cases. I'm not going to say every single case I didn't want to make videos and I was forced to. I'm not saying that. But in some cases, I felt like I needed to rather than I wanted to. And it was at that realization that I'm like, you know what? I got to take a break, because I have been actually taking a break from YouTube really, and this might be my first official break. I've taken some weeks off here and there, but I never actually took a whole month off. Like, I never actually stopped for like a month and just didn't do anything. Like, I didn't upload any content whatsoever for an entire month. This is the first time I actually did that. Last year with TBSI, my channel got deleted. That was not my decision. This was my decision. So I took that time off. And in that time off, I was really just, I'm not gonna lie, the first week or so, I kind of just didn't know what to do with myself, because I'm in such a routine of making content that when I'm not making content, you know, like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? And I mean, I have a life outside of making content, but when I am making content, I'm busy. When I'm not making content and I'm not doing other stuff, it's like, well, what am I supposed to do? Because that's like, what am I supposed to do right now? So, you know, I was just spending that time really thinking about what makes me happy. What originally brought me to being happy, because I do suffer from depression. What made me happy? So I got back into doing things that made me happy. I was playing video games again, games that I liked playing. I was talking to my friends and hanging out with my friends and hanging out with my family. And I'm really just thinking about, where do I want to take YouTube? Where do I want to take content creation? Because I've been doing this for 10 years and I'm like, okay, I still want to keep doing this because I love doing this and I want to tell stories and I want to be an inspiration and be the reason why somebody's day is much better. That's what I love to do. So I don't want to stop doing content creation, but something needs to change. Something needs to change, because if I keep doing what I'm doing now, I'm just not going to be happy, and then at some point I'm just going to keep taking breaks. It is just not going to make any fucking sense. So I was thinking about what in my content creation needs to change, and I came down to it. And I'm going to talk about that in a second, but I'm going to talk about the original date I was supposed to come back. So I originally was supposed to come back 5 days ago on November 1st. I was going to do this exact same video, and I was working on a video, which I'm still working on right now, that I was going to post on November 2nd and be like, boom, I'm back, bitches, what's up? But on October 29th, I got a call from my stepmother, and she was crying, and I knew something was wrong, and I asked her what was wrong, and she told me that my brother passed away. I don't really talk about my family too much on my channel because I like to keep my personal life and content creation separate. I open up sometimes about what I do in my personal life, but I do not like intertwining them. I just don't. For my own mental health, personal sake, I don't like intertwining them. So I don't really tell you guys that I have siblings. I don't tell you guys about all this stuff that like, nah. But yes, I have 2 brothers, 2 sisters, and one of them passed away 5 days ago, almost a week ago. Actually, yeah, it is a week ago. Passed away a week ago. And, you know, as you would expect, I was very, very distraught. It was out of nowhere. Nobody saw it coming. I don't want to get into details, but it was terrible, man. It was, yeah, when I got that news, obviously I was in no state of mind to come back right away and make content and try to push shit out. Obviously I was still trying, but I was not in the right mindset to like, okay, I'm still gonna come back in 2 days. I couldn't. So that's why I kind of delayed it. I did. That's why I delayed it. And at that point in time, I was so sad, and you know, when you're already depressed from other things and then you get that news, then I was having self-doubt feelings. Then I'm like, is this even going to happen? Like, am I ever going to reach, you know, 10,000 subscribers, 100,000 subscribers, followers, and like, am I ever going to reach that stuff? Like, I was doubting myself. I normally don't doubt myself and my abilities on content creations, but you know, I was in a real deep rut, so I was doubting myself. Like, should I even be doing this at this point? And then I told myself, like, if I told my brother this, how would he react? And he would probably push me on the ground and tell me to fucking, you better fucking get over yourself and go out there and do what makes you happy and fucking make that content. He would be very angry at me if he saw me, you know, fucking doubting myself. He would tell me to fucking suck it up and push through, and at the end of the road, you're gonna make it. And I love that man dearly, and that is why I'm still making this video right now. So here I am. I'm back. I don't think I'm going to make a video right this very second after this drops, because the funeral is coming up and preparations need to be made and family matters. So obviously this is the only video I'm going to make right now, and I'm going to come back later in the month, but I am back. And I want to tell you guys exactly what the plan is. So as you guys may have seen on other platforms like Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, my name on those platforms is Sooplex. Sooplex on TikTok and Sooplex on Twitter and Twitch. And I made the name Sooplex in February of 2021 for TikTok. I originally was going to be Tyler-kun Williams, but then I decided I want to try something different and try a different brand name on TikTok. And as time went on, I really felt like, you know, when I decide I want to change stuff up for the better, and I decided, you know, when I am ready to change up, you know, my content on YouTube and on different platforms, I'm going to go with this name, and I've gotten to that point. So the transition happened on Twitch. It happened on Twitter about a few weeks ago, and it is coming to YouTube. So on November 11th, 2021, which will be I believe the 9-year anniversary of this YouTube channel, I will officially be changing my name on this channel from Tyler-kun Williams to Sooplex. Sooplex. That will be the official name on this channel. You do not have to call me Sooplex. You can still call me Tyler. I do not have an issue with me calling me Tyler, but Sooplex will be my name on this channel going forward. The tagline will be Sooplex. The intros will be Sooplex. And That is going to be obviously a major change, and I wanted to make sure you guys know that, because I don't want you guys to go into your subscription feed, figure out why Tyler-kun is no longer there, and figure I disappeared or something. No, it is going to be Sooplex from now on. And that is not the only change. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of changes to the channel coming soon. I'm going to be changing up my background. I'm going to be making changes to editing styles and all that stuff. And I've been working on that behind the scenes now, but then with the stuff in my family issues, that obviously I don't have the mental capacity to do all that right now. Also ran into some bumps in the road, so I didn't have all that ready to go, but I didn't want to keep delaying until it was ready to go. I'm like, you know what, we just gotta fucking do it, and we'll make it work as we go. So yes, there are changes to the channel internally coming soon as well. But the biggest change coming to the channel, which I've been dreading to say because I know some of you may not like it, I am going to be, in a sense, stepping away from making wrestling content on this channel. And let me say this. As much as I love wrestling, I still love pro wrestling. I feel like it is in the best interest for myself and the channel that we take it in a new direction. So as far as reviews and long form wrestling videos and live reactions, like that's kind of done now. And I'm not saying that I will never ever do them again, but like that's no longer going to be 95% of this channel. I might say like that might be 5% of the channel, but it's no longer going to be the dominant thing on this channel anymore. I am slowly going to shift into primarily live streaming on this channel. Live streaming has been something that I love doing for the longest time. You guys know that I've been doing live reactions from AEW since the very beginning. Obviously, I stopped doing that because of my job schedule, but I had to stop doing my weekly Dynamite streams. Then I started doing weekly Rampage streams with my buddy George. We will not be doing weekly Rampage streams for the moment. I can't say any more because I still talk with him about it, but won't be doing the weekly live streams. Won't be doing live streams for pay-per-views. I wanted to do a live stream for Full Gear as my last 2 Raw, but the funeral is that same day, so right now it looks like I'm probably not going to be doing a live stream for Full Gear, sadly. But there's a lot that I'm not going to be doing that I'm used to doing, and I know a lot of you may be upset about that. You may not want that to be, but I feel like it's for the best. I feel like there needs to be changes to the channel, and I want to challenge myself to do things that maybe I should have been doing a long time ago. And I feel like taking away to add new is for the best. So what is replacing it? Live streams. I do plan to live stream like 3 to 4 times a week. I've been very passionate about live streaming for a very long time. I love doing live reactions. I love talking to you guys, interacting with you guys, playing video games. So I'm going to be doing that primarily on this channel. I'm going to be streaming 3 to 4 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday mornings, and 1 day out of the weekend, Saturday or Sunday. We're going to be playing wrestling video games. So wrestling is still an act on this channel. It's not going away completely. I'm going to be playing wrestling video games like WWE 2K20, a lot of wrestling games I've never played in the past, some SVR. Like, I'm going to be keeping wrestling intact on this channel in some way. I'm not getting rid of it completely, but as far as covering it, that's the part I'm getting rid of. So right now it is looking like Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from like 7 a.m. to 10 a.m. And then Saturday and Sundays probably around the same time. They're going to be early morning streams because that is really all that I'm capable of doing right now. Come next year, that might be, the time might be changing, but I'll be getting to that at a later date. That is currently the time right now. When is that going to start? At the moment, I can't give you a direct date because of all that's going on. I originally was going to start this week, but obviously that's not happening right now. That might be 2 weeks out. I don't know. I'll be giving you guys an update on that very soon. But I just want you to know we will be streaming primarily on this channel Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 7 a.m., 10 a.m. We'll be playing wrestling games. We will be, if you ask me wrestling questions, I will answer them. Like, I'm not going to be like, I'm not talking about wrestling anymore. If you want to see me cover wrestling, the closest I will be covering wrestling will be on TikTok. TikTok is where I talk about wrestling the most because that is my brand on TikTok. I cannot say for 100% certain permanently I'm going to be covering wrestling on TikTok because I might shift that very, very, very later on in the future. But as of right now, that is what I do. So please follow me on TikTok if you want to see me cover more wrestling. If you want to see me play wrestling games and all that kind of stuff, that is the Sooplex channel. Twitch, I'm going to be doing duo streams on Twitch and YouTube. For those of you who like Twitch, you can watch on Twitch. For those of you who are comfortable with me being on YouTube, you can watch me on YouTube. I originally was going to only stream on Twitch, but I decided that it would be kind of unfair to my community on YouTube to just not give you anything at all. So for right now, we are streaming on both. I don't know how long that's going to last. Right now, I'm going to say it's for the remainder of the year. When we hit 2022, there are still more changes coming. I'm just telling you the changes that are going to be right this very second. So right this second, we are creating content on TikTok. We are still creating content on Twitter because that's just me posting tweets. And Twitch and YouTube, we are coming back. I'm going to be streaming Monday, Wednesday, Friday, playing wrestling games. On weekends, I'll be playing miscellaneous games. Back 4 Blood, I'm really loving that game. A lot of my favorite video games I played as a kid and now is the games I'll be playing on weekends. There'll be miscellaneous streams. One day out of the week, I want to say it might be Wednesday will be the day where I only stream on Twitch. So that is something to look out for. So it will be Monday and Friday on this channel and then one day out of the week. But I'm still deciding on that. I will let you guys know in a future video. Once again, I apologize if this is all over the place. But there's a lot going on in my head. And I really badly wanted to make this video because I felt like I couldn't keep going without giving you guys answers about what's going on. So that's what's going on right now. Thank you all for being so patient and understanding. If you don't want to stick around for the changes, I completely understand. I ask that you do because I want you guys to be a part of the growth of this channel and myself in this community. So I will be very grateful if you stick around for the change from Tyler-kun Williams to Sooplex and everything else going on with me. I will keep you guys updated. Once again, I haven't given him a shout out yet. I want to give a humongous big shout out and thank you to Cody Rhodes. I know this comes out of left field for a lot of you guys, but the backstory on that is that I made a tweet the day that my brother died that I was watching AEW Rampage with my nephew, which is my brother's son. We were watching Rampage. I made a tweet about it. The tweet went pretty viral. I didn't not viral, semi-viral. I didn't expect it to get as much attention as it did. It was actually an overwhelming amount of attention. But one of the people who got the attention of was Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes responded to the tweet and extended his condolences and actually offered me and my nephew free tickets to whatever AEW show we want to go to. And we have been actually talking in DMs about this stuff, and I cannot thank Cody Rhodes enough. I know I have spoken about him on this channel in not the best manner about his character. I've never in my entire life doubted Cody Rhodes as a person, and it's always been my issue with him as a character, never him as a person. This showed me just how great of a person that Cody Rhodes is, because he did not have to go out of his way to not only extend his condolences to my family, but supply myself and my nephew free tickets to the next show. He did not have to do any of that. And for that, I cannot thank him enough. And I know you guys are probably wondering, are you going to stop slandering Cody Rhodes? And yes? Question mark? But that's it. I just want to say that I love you guys as always. Thank you all for sticking around. Thank you all who've been here for the journey of Tyler-kun Williams. And I can't wait to see you all in my next journey at Sooplex. I will keep you guys updated on the community tab. And when my next video drops, it's going to be a big one. Last bang as Tyler-kun Williams. And I cannot wait for that. And then once that video drops, then the Sooplex transition will happen. And I can't wait for that. I'm very excited for the future of this channel and TikTok and Twitch. I can't wait. I'm excited. I hope you guys are too. I love you as always. Thank you all for your condolences and keeping me in your thoughts. Me and my family, we thank you all so very much. And I will see you guys later. Peace.